Alright, what's up, Lions? Welcome back to Mr. Shepherd's Neighborhood. Today we're going to look at our last couple wars from a Town Hall 8 perspective. Some good things to show. Our last few wars actually, there's been a lot of good footage, so I want to get into this on each of the Town Hall levels. Starting with Town Hall 8, 2 wars ago. First thing I want to show is Thor here. So Thor got 6 stars on 2 different bases because these bases are identical. So here's 12 and here's 13. Good base recognition by Thor. He tried out his first attack and it worked well. So he went for the second, did the exact same thing on the second one. He does a straight up drag loon, which works well on this base. What I really like is anytime you see army camps like this in the corners, they do a real good job of helping you create a natural funnel. Once those camps go down, the nearest buildings are always going to be to the inside. So you have your outside dragons, but all the rest are going to the outside. Are staying to the inside. So it does a real good job of funneling for you. You see lightning down one air defense. He's got he drops the loons right in the middle. They stay the course, following whatever the nearest defensive building is, and they go in, and between them and the dragons, they wipe out the air defenses. And what's really impressive about this attack is you can watch this all the way through the end. I think he loses 1 balloon. So even though those balloons, the dragons tank for the balloons in the beginning, but later on the balloons actually kind of tank for the dragons as they get out in front. The fact that he still has 4 balloons up at the end of the raid is pretty darn good. So good job there, Thor. Good job on both of those raids. The next thing in this war, I actually want to look at something defensively. Of our Town Hall 8s that were in this war, we had 3 of them. JR gets 3-starred by a 9. Thor gets 3-starred by a 9. That'll never bother me. Troy gets 3-starred by an 8. So I want to just bring this up. I'm not going to show the attack because I don't want to show where Troy's traps are and his Teslas and what's in our clan castle. But I just want to kind of give you a verbal of what happens. This guy actually does a very good drag loon. I would not be offended by this attack if any of our guys did it. He comes in from the top. Goes with the 2 rage 1 heal strategy. What Troy can do to his defense, and what all our Town Hall 8s should look at for your defense to try to prevent a drag loon attack, is it's all about the high hit point buildings. So when you have high hit point storages like these on the outside, they don't wind up helping you. What you want to do is get them on the inside as close to your air defenses as you can. That way the dragons are slowed down while they're under heavy fire. So taking these and swapping in, getting rid of the barracks here, this barracks, and probably even, the storages have more hit points than the collectors. Take down this. And then, you can even go as far as to take this one out. Just bringing these guys in more would help slow down. It may not stop it, but especially when you're looking at areas where your base may be attractive. If I was going to drag loon this base, this is where I would come in as well, because you have these 2 air defenses right next to each other to draw the loons in. Get some more high hit point buildings in front of them. Maybe it's even reshuffling the mortars a little bit. The mortars aren't exactly covering each other, so maybe this mortar needs to move out. Mortars have very low hit points, actually, of all the ground defenses. So just be aware of that. Bring your storages in. You're not bringing them in to protect them. You're bringing them in to slow down the dragons. If you're Town Hall 8, you're probably going to get drag looned or hogged to get 3 stars. So that's it for this war. And then I want to go back and look at the most recent war. I just want to look at one attack. It was actually a real interesting attack. As always, I'm going to try to look at 1 3-star attack and 1 non-3-star attack. This is JR's attack on their number 8. What I really like about this attack is he had a unique approach to it. He wanted to try something out. I'm glad he did, because it's something that sometimes we forget about when we get caught up in specific strategies. We forget about innovating, which is part of what we need to do. So what he saw is that the air defenses are really close to the outside here. So he wanted to do a dragon attack, send his dragons in from here to bum rush this air defense. But he wanted to bring hogs to take down these air defenses, which is a great idea, and it's really interesting, and it would have worked, except he forgot one important thing, which was to get rid of the clan castle, which you don't have to do with dragons, but you do have to do with hogs. So he will watch his attack here, and you'll see what happens. Not to embarrass JR, this is actually really, like I said, a really neat strategy and something that hopefully people can learn from. He brings in the 5 hogs. He figures that's going to be enough, and normally it would be. He brings the heals for them as well. He just gets wiped out by the clan castle troops here, and on this side he actually gets lost because of the Tesla and the spring trap. Spring traps yank 3 of your hogs right away. So he probably needed to drop those hogs a little more to the north, and they would have come in and gone after the archer tower first, and then gone in. And by then, I mean, his raid is kind of a loss at this point. He's just trying to get the 1 star to get some loot and to make sure we get the clan XP for it. So, really good idea. A little more, time, thought put into it, and maybe he would have gotten there. Probably, should have baited the clan castle first, and then maybe even pulled him down here and dropped a dragon to go ahead and take him down and start the dragon attack, and then bring the hogs in on the back end to take down the air defense. This might have been, a better way to approach it. But who knows, and honestly, eventually this base did get cleaned up, because he still did do a good job mapping it. He showed where the Teslas were and what was in the clan castle. I'm not sure if any of the bombs were exposed, but he wound up revealing, I think, that there were no double bomb locations, which is big. So, good job thinking, JR. Keep up the good work, and I'll be back soon with some more. Later.